Hello, my name is Tortuga, and I'm going to be reviewing the Phantasm staff from Ultrasabers.com. This staff is basically two eons put together. Eons are, I think they're the cheapest single-bladed saber that's full length on Ultrasabers, and their silver version of the Dominix, which is black. And I got these both in blazing red. Let's see. This is what they look like with the lights on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the lights off so you can see what they look like then. First thing I'm gonna point out with these is when you see these things on camera, a lot of times they'll be white. They'll look white and with a reddish glow or whatever color they are. And that's not really the case. They don't really look like that. It's just the camera. They're more of a solid color, still really bright, but just not whitish. Another thing you might notice on some, like with this one too, is the color seems to fade from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, and that doesn't really happen either unless your batteries are really low. It's actually a nice even color all the way through the blade. This is the Ultra Edge blade, mid-grade 32-inch on each of them, and the Ultra Edge is made to bring out the color more than the standard, and it's also lighter. If you don't know much about Ultra Sabers, they create nice, good quality sabers that are good for dueling and really reliable and durable. This is the mid-grade blade, like I said. You can still use it for dueling, but if you're using it for heavy dueling, it's kind of a bad idea because it could break. If you want to do heavy dueling, then I suggest getting the heavy grade blade, which is heavier. I got this because I'm not really planning on dueling many people, just planning on spinning and stuff. So that's what I got. And these things weigh about 2 pounds each, 4 pounds put together. So they're very light, and they're really, really durable. I've dropped them several times, like spinning them and throwing them down in concrete accidentally, dropping them in concrete and stuff, and they still haven't gotten a scratch on them. The hilt right here is made of aluminum, which is nice and sturdy. Has a guarded button right here, but I don't know what this is right here. It's probably plastic. And this is the buttons right here. You press it, click, click, and then you can just press a little bit. When you get the Phantasm staff, it comes with the two lightsabers. They're already put together and not connected. And then it comes with two of these and a coupler. This is the polymer. It goes on the end of a single saber. It comes with two of these so you can make them single sabers. And then this is the coupler. I'm not going to attempt it. This is the coupler right here. But even though they include two polymers so you can take them off and connect them and stuff, I recommend just leaving the coupler on unless you have to change the batteries, because it's really hard to take off, and it's basically the same length. Something I didn't take into consideration when I first bought these sabers is the blade length. The site says they're 32 inches, so I was thinking they'd be 32 inches outside the hilt, but some of the blade is inside the hilt, and I didn't really think of that. So actually they're around 27 and a half or 28 inches from here to all the way at the end. So yeah, I was thinking that would be too long if I got 36 inches. That's the standard length for each individual, but it's just extra long. So if you're thinking about that as a problem, taking into consideration that the blade will be in the hilt and that the actual length will be longer or shorter outside the hilt. So basically, if you get the 36 inch, it'll be 32 inches outside the hilt, which I probably would have done if I knew that. I'm going to go ahead and connect them now to show you what it looks like. You take one saber, you take the polymer right here, screw it off. Before I connect them, I'm just going to notice the battery pack. This is the battery pack. You can see right down in there, it takes two AAA batteries. and it has this Velcro thing around it. You can't really get it out with your fingers. You should use pliers instead, like needle nose, like these. These work great. You just pull it out. I'm not going to do it because I don't need to. And you're going to want to keep the Velcro thing in there, because if you don't, the batteries will get like knocked out and the saber will go off if you hit against something. So you might want to keep that in. So keep track of that. To connect them, just screw off the pommel of one end and do this. Screw it up, and like I said, the coupler is really hard to take off. I use this thing. It's like I don't know what this thing is. It's like a rubber wrench or something, and it works, but it's a pain to take it off all the time, so I just leave it on. It doesn't really affect the length of the saber. I'm going to give a full view of the double saber, and it's not that long compared to what it would be if it was 36 each. The buttons are not aligned up, but that doesn't really matter at all. Just something to point out. See, button. They have the machine grooves in the hilt. That looks really nice. Makes for a better grip. The batteries last a long time. There's LEDs in the blade, and this is a really good first saber if you haven't bought from before. And if you're considering getting a Hasbro saber, then you might want to keep into consideration that these are brighter, durable, less expensive, and if you do manage to break them, you can get the individual parts replaced, unlike the Hasbro kind where you have to replace the whole thing. Basically, you have to get a new blade. The lights of these are in the hilts. Oops. Lights are in the hilts instead of in the blade like the Hasbro kind. And the only thing the Hasbro has going for it is they have sound for cheaper, I guess, and their hilts look better, but they're not as durable. I would really recommend getting these as your first saber, especially if you want to get two. I would go with a double one, even if you don't want the same color. It's cheaper. You get the Eons are $65 each, and the staff together is $120, so you're saving $10 there. If you get this different kind of blade, you only have to pay for the price of one blade, so it's only an extra $5 instead of an extra $10. And lastly, they ship them together, and you get the coupler. So basically, you're saving a lot on shipping, and if you get both these together instead of individually at different times, you're gonna save yourself around $40 or $30. It's really worth it. These are great for spinning, good for dueling if you do it right, and very, very durable. I'm going to go ahead and just drop this on the ground just because. It's completely fine. Nothing bad happened to it, as far as I can tell. So yeah, if you were on the fence about getting these, I would really, really say you should get them, because they're really high quality saber. People with Ultra Sabers are nice guys, and you're going to be more satisfied with these than you will with one of the Hasbro versions. I'll do more reviews if I have any in the future, and I have some spins of these on my channel, so check that out. Goodbye.